It was a cool autumn morning, the kind that paints the sky with streaks of gold and sets the lake like glass. I'd taken my fishing gear down to the dock, coffee steaming in a battered old thermos, my retriever lying at my feet as I cast my line into the still water. The lake was mine, not metaphorically, not sort of shared. Mine. Deeded land, water rights going back generations, registered and confirmed by the county itself. My grandfather had fished these same waters. My father taught me to cast from this dock. It wasn't just water, it was family. So when I heard the shrill voice from behind me, I knew my peace was about to shatter. "Hey, you can't do that here, Karen." Of course it was Karen. She stood at the edge of the dock, arms crossed, wearing oversized sunglasses and a ridiculous wide-brimmed hat that looked more suited for a fashion magazine than a lakeside HOA meeting. "You heard me," she barked. "Fishing isn't allowed in community lakes. It disrupts the ecosystem, and the HOA voted last week to ban it. Put that rod away immediately." I didn't even turn around. "Good morning to you too, Karen. Don't you ignore me," she snapped. "You're trespassing, and I'll call the police if you don't leave." Now I turned. Slowly, calmly, I reeled my line in, set the pole down, and took a long sip of coffee before answering. "Karen, this isn't a community lake. This isn't HOA property. This entire lake, the dock, the dam that feeds it, belongs to me." She blinked, scoffed, then jabbed a finger toward the water. "You can say that, but we all know this is shared land. Everyone in the neighborhood has rights here. And as HOA president, I'm ordering you to leave." My laugh startled her. It wasn't humor, more disbelief than anything. "Ordering me? You're standing on my dock, shouting at me for fishing on my lake. Karen, you're the trespasser here." That must have hit a nerve, because her phone was out in a flash. "I warned you," she hissed, dialing 911 like she was calling in an airstrike. "Yes, hello? There's a man illegally fishing on HOA property, refusing to leave. Send officers immediately." I shook my head. "You're making a mistake, Karen." She smirked, smug as ever. "We'll see about that." 20 minutes later, a sheriff's cruiser pulled up on the dirt road by the dock. 2 deputies stepped out, hands resting on their belts. Karen ran to them like they were her personal bodyguards. "Officers, thank goodness. Arrest him. He's violating HOA rules and harassing me on our community lake." The younger deputy looked at me, then back at her. "Ma'am, do you have proof this lake is HOA property?" "Proof?" she sputtered. "I'm the HOA president. That's proof enough." The older deputy turned to me. "Sir, your side." Without a word, I reached into my tackle box and pulled out a folder. The original deed, county seals, water rights documentation stretching back decades. I'd kept copies close ever since Karen started stirring trouble about the lake last year. The deputy leafed through the papers, then looked at Karen flatly. "Ma'am, this isn't HOA property. The lake and surrounding land are privately owned. By him." Karen's face drained of color. That can't be. We hold events here. Barbecues. We all use the water." "Which," the deputy said sternly, "means you've been trespassing. You and anyone else who's used this lake without his permission. If you continue, you'll be charged." Karen's mouth opened and closed like a fish gasping for air. She tried one last desperate jab. But he doesn't have the right to stop us." "Yes, ma'am," the deputy said, handing her the deed. "He does, and now you've been warned. Any further complaints will go on record as harassment." She stormed off, muttering about lawyers and unfair treatment, but her voice cracked. The deputies gave me a nod before heading back to their cruiser. I picked my rod back up, cast into the lake, and felt the line pull smooth against the current. My dog wagged his tail as if to say we won again. And I realized something. Karen could shout, threaten, even call the cops. But at the end of the day, this lake didn't belong to her, or her board, or her clipboard. It belonged to me, my family, and every sunrise that hit the water just right. And there wasn't a damn thing she could do about it.